Hey guys, this is Lori. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing another foundation test for Melasma Mayhem, and I'm going to be using today the new Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation, and I am in the shade Cream Beige. I'm in the shade Medium Peach for the concealer, and I'm also going to put to the test for you the Wet n Wild Pressed Powder Compact in the shade Neutral Beige. So, if you like the way that this look came out, then go ahead and stick around for the rest of this video. We're going to be applying it, and I'll be checking back in with you guys. I have to go. We're having a family get-together, so I'm going to go put all this to the test. I'm going to have some pizza, and we're going to open some presents and stuff that we haven't been able to do yet because of different circumstances, but I'm going to be definitely wearing this foundation for a while, so I will catch back up with you guys in a little bit. If you're interested in the application, stay tuned for that, and I'll do at least one check-in, hopefully two, but we're going to see how this holds up. I wanted to show you my shirt really quick. We just got back from vacation. It says keep calm and keep cruising on. Keep calm and cruise. Keep calm and cruise or something like that anyway. So that's about it. And I'm going to go have dinner with the family, and I'll be back to check in with you guys. Bye. I'm always about a foundation that says it's matte. I like that look. It just works best with my skin type, so it seems to be covering fairly decently, and shade match is usually good. I'm getting better at online foundation matching, which is a whole art. That was a whole spatula end, and because this is a melasma series, you guys know that I probably will have to go in with a little bit more. So again, I'm just taking it onto the edge of my sponge, and I'm just going to use what's left to conceal where I need it, and that's always on my cheeks. Always see how it builds, because that's key. I don't know, you guys, everybody's giving this such like mediocre reviews, but I don't know if I just have the skin type that likes this particular type of a foundation, but I'm literally just slapping it on my face and it looks really good. Which is, I don't think I've ever owned a Wet n Wild foundation, to be honest with you. I never tried the Covergirl. It does have a rather chemically smell, that I will agree with. I honestly think it's all about the application method. And different skin types. I am not oily. I'm using my Retin-A. My face is actually pretty dry and patchy, to be honest, right now. But that looks pretty good. Certainly will not be using any more than that amount because it's starting to look heavy. But if I'm being honest with you, this covers equally as good as my double wear, not the max, because nothing in my life covers like the double wear maximum, but this covers equally to my Estee Lauder double wear liquid. For me. I always add that because I get so many hate comments like, how could you possibly say that? Because you're watching it. That's how I can say it. I plan to upload my double wear liquid foundation video if I haven't already uploaded it when you see this. It just doesn't work for me. I have a concealer. This is the part that scares me. I got Medium Peach. Let's see what this is like. You know that peach is a good, anything with peach in it is kind of a code word for a good shade for trying to cover anything that's darker on your face that you're trying to hide. I'm just going to use my fingers. And I'm going to bring this down with my finger, just patting it down right over the top of that imperfection. It's pretty heavy. I think it's kind of, it's a concealer corrector for me. This is, like I said, peach. I don't know that I'll continue to put this one under my eyes, but I like this shade, and I think that for blemishes and for like sunspots that I have, this is actually pretty good. I'm not sorry I got it. I don't know, maybe my skin just works with a lot of different products, but I am legitimately using this for the first time, so I'm going to blend it out just a little. I always moisturize. I'm a fanatic about taking good care of my skin. And I don't know if that's maybe the underlying factor is, you know, maybe what you're doing outside of your makeup. But if you watch my skincare videos, I feel like that's a big part to your makeup outcome. The powder that I ended up getting in the Photofocus is in the shade Neutral Beige. I use like a stipple motion, and I use a pretty full coverage brush to do this, just to kind of make sure that it is very set on my face. I don't really think that this powder is anything, it's hard for me to tell. I'm a super fan of the Stay Matte. It doesn't seem to feel that smooth. I'm just going back in right here. I don't know if you guys saw that, but it tended to lift a little bit. Like, I don't know what happened. I'm not a fan. So far everybody's okay on the foundation, but it's dry. They say the concealer is dry. Not a fan of that. And the powder is okay. I like the foundation. I think this concealer is actually pretty good. And I am not loving the powder. Why? Like, why? I don't know. That's why we do these, I guess. These foundations, this one and the Double Wear Liquid, this one, I'm going to show you one more time because everybody always says, you recommend it. No, let me just clarify. I recommend this, the Maximum Cover Face and Body. This is the Double Wear Liquid. I don't like this one. I will never be without this one. So it's not about the brand, it's about the different products and what works for you. This new Photofocus, for me, is a lot like this Double Wear Liquid. But to be perfectly honest with you, I like the Wet n Wild better than this. This is probably my least high-end foundation of all time. It's just, I don't know. It just sits on my skin horrifyingly. This sits on my skin way better. But the consistency and the feeling on the skin and the texture of this is a lot like the Double Wear. That's my 2 cents. Okay, I feel like that's pretty set. Hey guys, it's Lori, and I am back for a serious check-in. Serious wear test results. Party with the family is officially over, and let's see, 1:30 in the morning. So I've had this foundation on, I'm trying to remember, I think it was 5 o'clock. Oh my goodness. 8.5 hours. That's hard to believe because I was thinking that maybe I wouldn't get as good of a wear test in on this one as I wanted to. I do have my glasses on because my contacts were just absolutely killing me. My son had his dog over and my dog they were playing and there, stuff going on, and I was just like, gotta take these contacts out. It's way too late at night. But let's go ahead and get into the nitty gritty. The only thing that I changed is when my lips get dry, when I'm doing a wear test, I don't put on more lipstick because I feel like that detracts from the rest of the results. And so I always use the same lip balm, and I'm using the Nivea Kiss of Shimmer. I absolutely, this is like the holy grail. I have to have this product in my life. Use it every day. So the foundation is clearly broken down. Clearly, I'm not normally an oily person. I feel like I could blot, and I could definitely probably get some oil. Not anything horrific, but my fingers are not normally shiny after a wear test, so yeah. This is definitely got some shine, but I have I have a lot of highlight for real on my cheeks though. I did not realize how severe I had attempted to put on some ColourPop, but wow. Let's just say that is some seriously intense highlighter. So I don't know if it's on fleek or if it's just crazy, but it was fun. Anyway, this foundation, for a $6 foundation, I think, depending on what your budget is, I think this is fine. Is it my favorite foundation? No, it's not, but I think it's a lot better than some of the more expensive ones that I have had from the drugstore. So it was kind of shocking me a little bit. Would I wear this every day? And I don't know. I mean, maybe this is just like a throw it on. Maybe I don't have to do anything super fancy today. Grocery store errands or, I would wear this. I would wear this on stage, but obviously I could not wear this to an event that was going to last this long because this is pretty broken down, but I think it's, pretty nice. I've never worn a foundation from Wet n Wild, so I don't have another one to compare it to, but I have e.l.f. foundations that I absolutely cannot deal with that I'm going to get rid of. This is certainly better than some of those. So yeah, I definitely think it's a step up for Wet n Wild. I think it's decent, and I wouldn't mind to wear this foundation out. I think it's interesting that it dried so intensely matte, and it's now so greasy. Well, yeah. I mean, it's not horrifying, and keep in mind, I'm not oily at all. I know that my hair is crazy and stuff, but I'm not oily at all. Concealer definitely is shot, but again, after this long, it probably, would be normally anyway. And I seriously don't think this is horrifying. I may watch this video back and change my mind, but you guys can be the judge for 8.5 hours for a $6 foundation, concealer, and powder. And to be honest, I have had concealers that are high-end that are supposed to pack a punch that really crease and make my eyes look worse than this concealer. So I don't hate this. I don't think it's the best concealer from the drugstore, but I don't hate it. I would use this for definitely covering my spots, probably not under my eyes. I'm going to give this powder one more quick little run, I guess is the thing. I'm going to try to powder and see if this will matte down and see if I'm just like shiny I don't think it's the highlight or anything that I'm wearing. I think it's just straight up oil. Maybe I didn't give this powder a fair enough shot earlier. Let's see. Seems like it, you know, wants to powder down pretty good. It's really not that bad. I mean, after powdering, I could go on for sure and be okay. Me, personally. But the thing you've got to keep in mind with what I'm saying is I never hardly, like, looking pretty partied out right now for sure. But I never break down a foundation normally. I never break oil through. I think there's a dog here playing. I never break through a foundation with oil, ever. With most of the foundations that are my favorites. My L'Oreal Infallible, never get oily through that. The new L'Oreal Total Cover, didn't break through oil with that. Any of my hardcore foundations that I love, I never, you know, would spot oil like that. So if you're an oily person, what I want to say is you're not going to get nearly the, you know, 8.5 hours like I got out of this foundation. It's not going to be a long lasting foundation if you're someone who has an oily T-zone or, you know, full on oily skin, or just, you know, combination oily. You're going to need to powder, and you're not going to get the wear that probably I or a normal to dry skin would. I think this foundation is probably suited for normal skin, because dry skin, as matte as this originally dries down, it's like a hard matte. It's pretty to me, and I like it. My skin does well with those, but if you're super dry and you have, you know, a blemish that has a crust on it, or a lot of acne to cover, this is definitely going to cling on to those areas. So I'm going to say normal skin, yes, this is a pretty good foundation from the drugstore for around 6 hours. This is probably when I started to be like, okay, this is looking kind of, you know. As for the rest of the makeup, I went completely ham on the highlight by accident, but this is the look that I completed, and this is the look that I wore tonight, and I think it's fine. I really not mad at it. I love the eye products, and I even used a little bit of highlight, you know, to touch my eyelids with, I think. I can't remember if I did or not, or if that's just totally the other colors, but the ColourPop eyeshadows, I don't feel like they look bad at all. I think that they held up on my eyes very well. Again, my eyes are not oily, they're not dry. I have normal, pretty normal skin on a regular basis. The Kat Von D Trooper eyeliner is phenomenal. It's not budged at all. A lot of the generic, I think I use this, I've been trying to get, you know, some use out of like stuff that I've had stored. So this Wet n Wild eyeliner, no, it's not even Wet n Wild. This is LA Colors from Dollar Tree. I just love this color, and it wears fine if you're going to reapply and stuff, but you know, it's starting to kind of wear away. Normal stuff. Brows still fine. That's a waterproof 24, you know, hour kind of thing. Blush, bronzer still on. So it didn't break down enough where I have like no makeup on, and that was pretty surprising to me. This is one that I, you know, really expected to be able to look in the mirror and see like severe places gone. It is starting to break down, yeah, a little bit around my nose. My nose is feeling like it's starting to come apart, but nothing severely shocking for me. As far as, oh my gosh, this product is awful, no, but do I think you need to run out and grab it? If you want a matte foundation and you want something that's just at this price point, yes. And you know, it's a fine foundation. It really is. And I did not test the flashback. I completely forgot because I was running close to party starting. So I do apologize for that. We did take some family photos, I think. I'm not sure if I can pull some of those into the video. Maybe that's a true or wear test, flash photography or whatever. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to look and see what's on my camera roll. But basically, I do think that for a $6 Wet n Wild foundation, this is pretty good. And again, I say for normal skin. And that's what I'm testing it on, a normal skin that has hyperpigmentation and melasma. So for being on for 8.5 hours, and you know, I do have melasma. You cannot really see a whole lot of, you know, stuff popping through. So it was pretty impressive to me. I know I'm looking worse for the wear, but that's the way the wear tests go. Again, I did not touch up, not blot, not powder, anything until we just did that on camera. All I did is put some lip balm on. We ate pizza. I, you know, blotted my lipstick, the whole nine, dessert, presents, you know, running around. So it was really fine for me. It's not, like I said, it's, you know, my favorite. No, it's not my favorite foundation, but I think at the price point, it's a good one. Yeah, so basically that wraps everything up, I think, pretty nicely. If you have any questions, because it is so late, my brain is just not working anymore. I'm tired, I'm sleepy, I'm sure I'm forgetting something. But again, I am not a primer person, so I did not prime this foundation. That's something else to keep in mind. That could extend your wear time depending on your foundation type. I did not prime. I did set with powder. I did set with finishing spray. Alright, and I think that overall, these are just fine products. So, my favorite out of all of them would be the foundation, then the concealer, and something maybe it's just because I'm used to my other powders, but this just doesn't really set the foundation. I assume that because it does dry so originally matte, they wanted something that's not going to make it look super cakey. But I'm used to the feeling of my Stay Matte as far as drugstore goes. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll just need some more time to work with this. And it's by no means a horrible powder, so please don't think that. But the feeling of it is a little bit different. So, I do think that all these are fine. If you need, you know, a powder, a concealer, or a foundation and you're at the drugstore, you lose something, you want to grab it, these are fine. And like I said, an everyday running around foundation, this would totally work well for me. So I will get some more use out of this. And I do hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you're still with me after all of this shenanigans. I will definitely be editing on this one for sure. I do hope it was helpful. I hope that you learned a lot about this foundation. If you want to give it a go or not, if you do, let me know what you think down below. Because I know everybody's skin is going to get different results, and I have definitely seen a lot of those already in reviews. So I really am shocked that this is wearing so well on my skin, and I'm very fortunate in that area, and I know that. So I am going to throw that out there. You know, I am fortunate in that area of being able to wear foundations longer than a lot of people are. So I got, you know, like I said, 6 really good, pretty good looking hours out of it. It might not be that much for some of you. Again, if you try it, please let me know what you have thought of this foundation, because that would only help everyone else out, as well as to help me to know, you know, how this is working for different skin types when I do get questions. And again, if you have a question for this foundation or something that I missed that you think I should cover, leave it down below. Again, thumbs up if you like these, because I'm going to try to keep doing some more foundation reviews for you, at least for this series, for a month or so, until I can get through all of my foundations that I want to talk about. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Thank you so much as always for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care, and God bless you. Bye-bye.